Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are gonna talk about one of the 5 new units we had this weekend in the new faction, INDRAH. You probably already heard about this guy, but this is probably one of the most broken heroes in the game, or maybe the most broken one, okay? But you are gonna need some stuff in order to make him shine. First of all, you need another hero from the same faction. You need Dianu. It's gonna work without exclusive, but it's gonna be even better if she is exclusive too. I'm gonna talk about that a bit later in the video. I'm gonna give you all the details about the hero and give you some gameplay and also the stats of my own hero, and you are gonna see stay until the end because it might be really interesting. Also, for now, I'm gonna try to concentrate on the skills of the hero, try to explain to you as clear as I can, and tell me in the comment below if you understood everything or not, so I can know if I can what I can how to say it, upgrade for the next time. Okay, so I can produce some better content every time you give me your opinion, so thank you so much. So let's begin with the hero and the kit. You have 2 different phases and 2 different forms. This is different, okay? You have the flash form and the Quake form. You have the normal phase and the trial phase. In order to change your phase, you need to use that skill. It doesn't matter the form you are in, you still can enter the trial phase by using that skill once, then you get an extra turn, etc. Then you have the different form. You can use that if you are not in the trial phase, okay? So you use that and then you can recognize it super easy. Now it is blue. The mechanic between the 2 forms are similar. You are just gonna deal some different kind of damage, okay? When you are in the blue one, you deal some damage based on your max HP and on the target max HP. Almost the same kind of damage as the HP burnings, but here it's not HP burning damage, okay? And also you have more HP and more effect hit passively when you are in this form. Using that skill, you can deal some damage and you can stun the target. Every skill is a single target, okay? So we are going to try to understand that set, and then we are going to try to understand the other one, the first form. So on the basic attack, this is the most broken skill on the unit, okay? You are going to deal 100% death damage to a single enemy and reduce their max HP by 12%, and it's going to cap at 36% of Indra's max HP. So when you are using that form, the more the HP, the better on the hero, okay? So probably you want to try that using heroes such as Nordak to increase his HP, or Pauline to give the HP bonus. Maybe it's gonna work, okay? So we are gonna try that later. So here, for every 1 layer of Thunderstorm mark on the target, you are gonna absorb them and deal some extra damage, 12% of the enemy's max HP, and it's gonna cap at 36% of Indra's max HP, and then you are gonna restore 15% of your stance. You are losing stance every time you are being hit by an enemy, and if you reach 0, if you are in the trial, you are gonna lose your trial, okay? Fail your trial. So if I'm using that on an enemy, I'm gonna put a thunderstorm on the enemy. Okay, I'm in trial, I get an extra turn, and I stun the enemy, 40% chance only, so you need some effect hit, but you don't. This is not the way I want to play the hero, okay? This is not my favorite form. So as you can see, you have a thunderstorm on the enemy, okay? If you want to complete the first trial, you are going to need to absorb in total 3 lightnings, 3 thunderstorm from an enemy, okay? For example, if I'm doing that, I'm going to absorb it. I have only 1 above my head. I'm going to lose it if I lose my entire stance. So you know what? I'm going to increase my speed to 3,900, so this is the maximum, and in order to be sure that I'm going to resist the freeze, I'm going to use that, so it's going to be easier to make the test. So I'm going to change the form. As I said before, you have to target an enemy, and when you are using that, you removes 2 layers of buffs from the enemy, and for every layer of Thunder Force you have above your head, it's another kind of unique buff you can acquire doing some specific action during the fight, okay? I'm going to explain that right after. You can remove 1 extra layer of buff from the target, and then you change your phase, and you deal an attack. You can deal an attack when you are in the trial phase. So I'm going to use that here. So I change in the trial phase. I'm using that. I stun. I apply a thunderstorm. I'm using that. You have 2 thunders on the target, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to absorb the 2, okay? But I need another one if I want to complete the trial. So I'm still in the trial because I still have some stance. I'm going to apply an extra here, and I'm going to absorb it, and then I'm going to lose the layers of lightnings, and I'm going to have the thunder force. So this is how you get thunder forces. You can get up to 5, but in order to get the second one, you are going to need to absorb 1 more layer of thunderstorm from the enemy. For example, I'm going to put here, change to the trial. I apply 2. Okay, they attack me. I'm going to apply 2 more. And now if I absorb it, I'm going to get that extra thunder force. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to try to stun another enemy. So I'm going to get less hits. Another one, and another one. So I have 4 that time. If I'm using that, I'm going to steal the 4 layers. So I'm going to have 4 lightnings. But now I need 5 in order to change my form, okay? So as you can see, I got more stance thanks to the basic attack. And I have 4 lightnings. I need to absorb an extra 1. So I'm going to do that here. And that's perfect. Now I'm gonna have that. So I completed the trial. So that was the first set, okay? The Quake set. But this is not the one I recommend to use. I'm gonna restart the fight, and now I'm gonna explain why I do prefer that one. If you have a look to the basic attack, it's gonna deal 100% defense damage and 220% defense internal injury damage. This is the new kind of dot. You can put 1 dot instead of the stun here. 1 internal injury on the target, 80% chance, so you still need some effect hit, but trust me, you don't want to have effect hit on him because he's gonna nuke the target with that, okay? When he's in this form, he has 26 more defense and internal injury damage, which is pretty strong, and every time you get a thunder force, it's increasing the effectiveness of the buff here from the passive by 25%. It doesn't matter the form you are in, you are going to have the bonus 25%. So I'm going to use that. So I'm going to go in the trial phase, and here, instead of dealing more HP based on more damage based on HP, you are going to deal more damage based on your defense, internal injury, and this is gonna deal so much damage to the target. This is completely absurd, but you need to place some stuff on the target first. And look at that, you have some dots, so I need an extra 1, and on the next hit I'm gonna transform. 700k. Pretty nice for now. So we are going to talk about the first exclusive, okay? Let's check the first exclusive. Here, when you are using your basic attack, it doesn't matter the form you are in. Zap Tornado is from the Flash form, the first one, and Thunder Pierce is from the Quake form, the second one. You are going to absorb, when you absorb Thunderstorm Mark successfully, you are going to grant all your heroes a shield by 8% of your max HP. This is broken. This is a tank. Dealing heavy damage, you are going to see that right after, and protecting your heroes. He's scaling his damage over his defense, so he is really tanky. This is a freaking great hero with only the first exclusive. You are going to be so freaking safe with that. You are going to see. I'm going to use that, and this is not everything, okay? He has something else. When you are starting the fight using the ultimate, you or after a completion of a trial, you get 100% turn meta on that guy. So let's apply the first exclusive, and let's check the difference. So this is the first action of the battle for him. I'm going to use that skill. I'm going to get 100% turn meta. Great, right? So I'm going to use that skill, and so I'm going to get another bonus turn. And now I can begin to place some layers of Thunderstorm on the target. 3 layers, and I'm going to change my form. That's perfect. Pretty nice, right? And look at that. Now I have a shield. I absorbed 3 layers of Thunderstorm, and I have 27% of my max HP as a shield. This is so freaking great. All my team would have had that. This is so great. This is the first exclusive, okay? Let's talk about the second one. You are gonna deal more damage with internal injury or deal more damage based on the target's max HP using the basic attack when you have the exclusive 2. Increase it to 150% of the original and 300% of the original if you are targeting a boss. So basically we are gonna check if it does make a difference. So let's retry the fight and let's see if it does make a difference. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna apply 3 times the debuffs and the basic attack. So 253, it doesn't really matter. Basic attack, 291k, okay? This is what really matters. 291. Let's use that with the second exclusive. So I'm gonna repeat the same. I'm applying the thunderstorms 3 times, basic attack after resetting the data. 442k, 150k more than before. This is so great. Imagine with way more stats, the difference is gonna be so freaking high. And now let's check the third exclusive. It's gonna be a great one also, you're gonna see. Gains 1 layer of Thunder Force immediately when the battle starts, so it's gonna be faster. You already have completed the first trial, and so you are gonna have more damage, or you are gonna be more tanky on the first turn. And at the start of each trial, every time you're gonna use the first active skill to begin the trial, you are gonna put on the target random enemies 1 layer of thunder mark for every thunder force you have above your head. This is gonna be so freaking great. You are gonna see that exclusive 3, especially when you are targeting a boss, because you have only 1 target. So if you have 5 thunder force on your hero, you're gonna place 5 thunderstorm directly on the boss, and so you can reuse the basic attack and deal some great damage directly. This is so great. So this is the beginning of the fight. I already have 1 thunder force on my head. Get an extra turn, and look at that. When I began the trial, he got 1 layer on his head. So now I can use that. I can reuse that. He has already 3, but now I need 4 because I already have the first one. So I need to attack 1 more time, and now boom, I have the second trial done. Okay, and yeah, the damage is way better, way faster. You increase your damage way faster than before. This is so freaking great. But something really important to take into consideration, if you want to increase the potential of the hero, especially in dungeons, you need a second hero. And the second hero is Dianu from the same faction. This is the only one who can do that, and we are going to compare between the exclusive 0 and the exclusive 2. I'm not going to talk about the hero in depth in this video. I'm going to make another one talking about her later, but here I want to concentrate on Indra, okay? So I'm going to change a bit the stats. I want 400 here, and I want the maximum amount of effect resistance so she's not getting frozen. Let's go. Look at that. The ultimate, okay? She's gonna summon 6 flashes of lightning to attack random enemies, and for each flash of lightning, she's gonna apply on enemies 1 layer of thunderstorm mark without any exclusive, okay? So I'm gonna use that. She stuns enemies and she applies layers of thunderstorm. Look at that, I already have 4 on that guy, so I can just transform, and on the first turn I can do that, and look at the damage, 1,300,000 in 1 hit only, thanks to this combo of 2 units. This is so freaking powerful. And now let's read her second exclusive, okay? She's gonna grant 6 layers, she's gonna get 6 layers of lightning mark at the beginning of the wave, of each wave. This is so great. So imagine if I have that, I have to read her skill, okay, because it's written here. For every 1 layer of lightning mark consumed, she is gonna inflict 1 extra, where is it written? She's gonna inflict 1 extra thunder mark storm, okay? Exclusive 2, 6 layers of lightning mark. So let's check. 2. She has 6 layers, so if I'm using that skill, now look at that, 3, 3, 4, 2, better than before. I'm gonna use that, and now I can nuke one guy. Boom. It removes all the layers of Thunderstorm though when I'm using the basic attack. But look at that, only one hit. I already have my second trial done, and look at the damage. 1,500,000. Way better than before. And also, thanks to her first exclusive, she can increase the turn meter of my heroes and their speed by 40% for 2 turns. This combo is super efficient, and I'm gonna show you that right now. So let's go in the faction abyss. As you can see, I already completed everything. I'm just lacking some extra speed. I need maybe 12 more speed in order to complete that. I can't beat the boss. He's faster than my heroes. I'm gonna show that to you in a moment. So this is the team I'm gonna use. I've been really lucky this weekend, and I dropped another copy of that guy on another PD, and I spent 3 eyes on my heroes. 1 on him because he was exclusive 2, and 2 on her to get the exclusive 2. And it's so freaking great. You are gonna see that. Okay, I'm gonna start in manual. Let's do that. Look at that on enemies. 3 are stunned. So I'm still lacking some effect hit on her. All right, I'm gonna use the basic attack here to reduce her. Okay, normally I can reuse the attack or the speed, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna change with her. I'm gonna apply that, and I'm gonna one shot one enemy. So I'm gonna target that guy. Ciao. He's down. One shot. I'm gonna transform. He's already in the second trial. Look at that. 1 thunder on 2 enemies. I'm gonna apply an extra 1 here. I'm gonna deal some more damage on enemies. And now the goal is gonna be to survive. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, 1 attack here. I'm gonna try to kill Gramdy. Yeah, he's gonna die thanks to that. Heal my heroes, basic attack on that guy. Okay, he has 2 layers of Thunderstorm, and so with that guy, I'm gonna use the basic attack and kill him. Only a stick remaining, basic attack only. I want to keep my skills for the next wave. It's really important if I want to survive. So stay until the end of the video. I'm gonna show you more content in other kind of content, gameplay, and I'm gonna show you the stats of my Indra. So you are gonna see I can have a better one. Okay, 4 enemies are stunned. I'm gonna use the basic attack here. Okay, speed reduced. I'm gonna try to deal some AoE damage. Pretty nice here. Okay, I'm gonna kill. Let's kill that guy. It should be sufficient. 18 million HP. Okay, why not? You can't survive that. I'm gonna do that skill on Feast. He's dead. He's dead. So freaking strong, guys. Okay, I'm gonna use that so I get an extra turn. I'm applying that here. I'm gonna do a basic attack here so I reduce the attack. I'm gonna try to kill her. She's dead. I have my skills. Basic attack. Only Catherine, so I'm safe. So she's just gonna die. And they reduce the turn meter of enemies. This is so great. So look at that. This is the boss stage 29. He has a 2680 speed, okay? On the stage 30, he has 2800, and my Dianu has a 2788. I'm lacking 12 speed. Okay, 13. But my aura is lacking 1 star, so I'm lacking 10. So in fact, I'm not lacking a lot. I'm not lacking a lot, and I just need a mythic artifact, a speed artifact, and it's gonna be done. So I'm gonna use that. Look at the number of Thunderstorm on the boss, and look at the turn meter of my heroes. That's perfect. He already has 12. This is the maximum he can have. Now I'm gonna use the basic attack to try to reduce the attack or the speed. I hope it procs in attack down. Perfect. So now I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna be safe. Look at that. I can play with my Indra before the boss. I transform. I'm gonna use that, and look at the health of my heroes and the health of the boss. Look at that. Are you ready? Don't blink. 41 million damage. And now I already have 4 Thunder Force. I can reuse that skill because I completed the trial. And the boss has 4 layers above his head, so I can reuse that basic attack. And look at that, already done. He didn't even played, and I killed the first bar. This is absurd. This is so freaking strong. Basic attack. Okay, I'm gonna use that skill now. That on the boss, and the other heroes doesn't hit that much on the boss. Look at that. She's exclusive too. She has a good gear, and she deals nothing to the boss. Okay, basic attack. I might lose one hero though, or maybe not. Okay, I have an extra shield thanks to her, so let's deal some more damage. And let's go again. 10 layers. Could have been better than that, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna use that, and we are gonna check the damage I can do with 10 layers on the boss, okay? 89% HP remaining, and 36 million. He's dead. He's dead, look at that. He took 5 layers now, and I'm gonna use the basic attack, and he's down. He played 3 turns. 3 stars with that team. Basically, these two are amazing together, and then you don't even need exclusives on them. You just need to put them in the team to have some heals, and that's all. That's all. This is stunning. Completely stunning. Because this is a normal hero, a legendary one. It's not even a limited hero or a mythic one. This is so freaking great. Then you have the Dwarven Ruins. I tried that against the Rom. You are gonna see that. So this is the team I used, okay? I have no smart casting at all. You are gonna see it takes a lot of time, but it is not optimal, okay? Okay, I forgot to use the right skill. So it's gonna take more time. I have to open with the first active skill with Lydia, otherwise it's not gonna work. Because I want to reduce the cooldowns of my heroes, especially her, so I can use that and kill them faster. So normally I should be able to kill Nicholas fast enough. One shot. Perfect. 26 million damage on the first turn. They have 21 million HP. So freaking great. Okay, it continues. One shot, another one. Let's continue. Okay, the third one is about to die. Elat is gonna die, 36 million. The third one is almost dead. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna manual it because without smart casting, I'm not sure to win. Basic attack right here. Ciao. Jellyman, only one enemy remaining, so I'm gonna do that. 5 layers, and so I can one-shot him and place to the second wave. Or I don't have my cooldown. With Nicholas, maybe? Yes, I have to wait a turn. No, I can do that. I'm gonna have my skill. Look at that. Great. Have my skill with all my heroes. Okay, let's do that again. Just repeat the same. Who are you gonna kill first? Okay, Morville. One of them is gonna revive. Seth or that guy, when they all play together. One is reviving the other. So, is he gonna kill another one soon? Perfect, only 2 remaining. I'm gonna wait until one of them is revived. And then I'm gonna manual it. Okay, he's not revived. 5 layers. You know what? I'm gonna do that skill. I'm not sure to have my cooldowns. I have them with Nicholas, with... Okay, it's okay in fact. I have my cooldowns for the boss wave, so it's okay. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna do that. Okay, now it's time to kill him. Perfect. Boss wave, and you are gonna see the damage released on the boss. So I'm opening with that, using that skill now. 4 layers only on the boss. I'm protecting my heroes. Using that skill, freezing enemies. Opening the trial. And I'm gonna kill May, I think. 35 million HP. And how much HP? 29 million. Look at that, 3 layers directly on that guy. So I'm gonna use the basic attack. 16 million right after the other. This is so freaking great. Basic attack again. I'm gonna protect my heroes. I'm gonna apply that. Attack buff on my heroes. I'm gonna use that, and now that guy is dead. Only the boss remaining. So now, look at that. Look at the damage he's gonna take per hit. With 6 layers, 12 layers, 74 million damage. Did you see that? Using Lydia with Dianu is great because she's gonna reduce her cooldowns, and so she's gonna apply way often, super often, the layers of Thunderstorm. And so Indra can nuke more often. Look at that. Look at the health of the boss. Another 74 million. This is ROM 40. ROM 40, guys. Impressive, isn't it? So it's taking a lot of time because I manualed a bit of the stage, but I'm pretty sure we can auto that. I haven't tried that kind of team a lot, so I spent a lot of time today to try to understand the hero, though. They are so hard to understand, and look at that. 1 billion damage on him. He did everything during the fight. This is so freaking strong. I have no words to describe that. Another content I want to show you is the weathering cost, okay? Let's check the battle test. You have the new debuff here, the new dot, and so you have a new kind of team you can build, okay? I'm gonna show that to you in a moment. This is the one. You have no limited hero inside, you have 3 of the new units, and you can replace her by another one, and you have AhkTaar and Seth, okay? Really important. He deals his damage based on his defense, okay? So the more the defense, the better, right? So AhkTaar is going to increase passively his defense, so he's going to deal more damage. Then you have Seth. He deals his main source of damage on the basic attack. So with Ripple 2, he's going to deal even more damage on the basic attack, right? And then you have her. You understood the combo with these 2 units. And then you have her to increase the turn meter and heal and etc. Okay, so if you check the damage, I'm not gonna show you the entire fight, but if you check the damage, yeah, this is the minimum I can reach. 1,900,000,000, almost 2 billion. Let's say 2 billion. Look at that. Yeah, I have the same again. And if I retry, yeah, look at that, 2,200,000,000. This is great, right? This is so freaking great. And you can replace other heroes. If you want to put your Lydia inside of it, you can. Look at that. I have Lydia. I have just that guy instead of AhkTaar. And just because I can refresh the cooldown of my heroes, 4,600,000,000. And this is not with Little Jack. And without Jack and Roll. This is insane. This is so freaking good. With a new legendary hero. I freaking do love that. And using the first team, look at that. This is why I love that. Using that team, look at the damage I can reach. 2,200,000,000, okay? Okay, if I click correctly. Yeah, 2,200,000,000. You can replace her by the others from the same faction, and you are gonna still have a great result. Look at that. Almost the same. You have a bit less using that guy. But if you are using Moxie, yeah, I have the exclusive 2 on Moxie. If I had more exclusives on them, probably I could reach higher scores. But it's still pretty nice, though. Look at that with Moxie. Okay, I have the same score, but if I retry, normally I can reach a bit higher. Okay, 2,081,000,000. Yeah, this is great. This is so freaking great. And using that team, I can reuse with, yeah, I'm using that with the smiting buff. I can use my main team here with Little Jack and all the limited units, and look at that. And yes, I am using AhkTaar because it's great for me. Look at the score. This is in auto, 5 billion damage. This is of course not the best, because today you have some players reaching 10 billion at once. They are manualing the fight and using Richter instead of her, but I'm using a Richter in another team, okay? I'm gonna show that to you. This is my bleed team, okay, and I have Richter inside of it, and I'm dealing some interesting damage, I would say. More than 1 billion. 1,100,000, okay? But I have bad gear on my heroes. Only my need roll is pretty nice. And if you have a look to the others, individual scores, that one for example, look at, no, there is, yeah, this is the same score as me, but there is Valentina, so I'm not using Valentina. And if you check the others, yeah, there is no bleed team because this is a weak one. Here, yeah, only 700 because you don't have Valentina, you don't have Richter, but there with Richter you have 10 billion, and this is completely broken. So enough talk about that, okay? I showed you some gameplays, the explanation of the kit of the hero, and now I'm gonna show you the stats of my own Indra. So this is my Indra. I'm using him with 2 penetration set. This is not the probably not the best for him, okay, because you take advantage of the 20% mastery bonus you have, okay? He's not scaling over his attacks, so it doesn't really matter. In fact, you can increase his mastery because the more you have, the better. You can increase his attack because you can deal some direct damage and some mastery based damage. Increasing his attack over his mastery is probably better than only the mastery, okay? You can increase his max HP because in the second form he can scale over his max HP. I didn't try that. I'm gonna try at the end of the video, okay? So this is the stats: 632k HP, which is pretty nice for a kind of damage dealer, I would say. 49k defense, and I'm gonna explain to you how can I reach this amount. 1800 speed for a tank. Exclusive 3, this is pretty nice. And then I have a lot of crit rate, crit damage. This is probably because of the Sanctuary, because I don't have many gear. Upgrading that, I have a decent amount of effect hit and a lot of mastery, 195%. So this is the equipment that I have on him. Let me push myself just a bit right here. So penetration set, I have some attack rate. This is so freaking bad. The only substat that is useful on him is the flat defense. This is not the one you want to use, but I use some default sets I had on my accounts. I have to see that to optimize it, okay? Here I have some mastery speed, crit damage and crit rate, which is pretty interesting. Here's some mastery, and this is the only stat I need, okay? Maybe a bit the effect hit, but I don't really use the dot damage. Here's some mastery. This is the only one. I have some attack. This is stupid. I don't need that. Here's some crit rate, crit damage, defense, and HP on a mastery one. This is pretty nice for him. Defense artifact with some crit rate, defense rate, and HP. Pretty nice. And here I have some speed one with only attack rate. I'm using what I have. This is a recent faction. I haven't farmed a lot the faction Abyss, Marius, and so I don't have great gear for now. No excuses, I'm gonna farm that later, okay? So this is my emblems. Everything to increase the damage to the left and the defense a bit here, and so he's gonna be a bit more tanky thanks to these two. Then in terms of echo, I'm using that one, so he's gonna have more mastery, and he can't take advantage of the detonation because he's not a burner hero, so he's not gonna have the crit damage bonus. So you probably have better than that. In terms of aura, this is the only legendary aura you can use on that guy, because he's scaling over his defense, and here it's increasing his mastery. On the others, no single aura is increasing the defense with the skill here. Piercing rate, nope. Leech, nope. Direct damage, no. HP effect hit, no. Or maybe in the second form, but I don't think it is optimal. Attack rate, no, he's not scaling over his attack, and this is the same for others. Even the versatility aura cannot be used with him because his main source of damage is on the basic attack, and it doesn't work with the basic attack. So the purple one, maybe a mastery surge aura, but this is not the one you want to use on him. You want to put that one on another support hero in the team, maybe Dianu. And so that one is the one you want to use if you can't afford the new aura, because it needs to have some runes number 12 that you can acquire only through the shop or through the stages in the new faction Abyss. So this is what I use on my Indra. Let's retry the weathering cost with the second set, okay? So battle test, power of sagacity. I think this is the one I'm gonna use. I'm not sure this is the best one to use with that, but you know what? Let's try. I'm gonna use that team, and I'm gonna change the smart casting. Instead of that, I'm gonna use that first and then ban the skill, so he's gonna change to the second form, and then his damage are gonna scale over his max HP. But I need to change the team though. Instead of, yeah, I still need that guy. I'm gonna need the layers. I don't know who to change. I'm gonna change Seth. I'm gonna put Nordak instead, so I'm gonna have more HP. And should I change that? You know what? Let's just try with that first. The score was terrible the last time I tried. Yeah, look at that. This is not the same. Clearly not. Maybe I can change Ben Austin and put Pauline to have even more HP. By the way, you can use your little jack inside of it, because it's gonna increase his mastery, and so the more the mastery, the higher the damage. But it was bad also. It was really bad. Don't use that. This is not great. If I replace that, let's try. Ban that skill, so I have skill master aura. Let's try that, but I'm not sure it's gonna be great. Yeah, look at that. The damage are terrible. Not great using the second form. Not great, because at the beginning of the fight, the boss doesn't have a lot of HP, and so you don't deal a lot of damage, right? So over time, yes, your damage are increasing, but it's too late. So I think this is why he doesn't deal a lot of damage when he is in the second form against that boss. So that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.